something that I would also like to talk about for the future with regards to NFTs, which is very interesting, is as of today, there aren't any jurisdictions where you can represent the deed of a property in the form of an NFT. But the day that happens, then all deeds will be represented by an NFT, and
and I have zero question in my mind that's where it goes.
Yeah,
now, because
sure.
you're dealing with government, it may be a little bit challenging, but it's writings on the wall.
Maybe, yeah, slow to adopt probably, but once you have that NFT, which is minted by the local government agency that is in charge of the register with all the deeds, and that the NFT is pointing towards an official document, and you have that,
and really that's safer. And this is something that I'm sure Sam's got a lot of experience too, because he being dealing in data. So on the blockchain, I mean, versus a centralized server, that if there is a point of failure, whether the building burns down or it's hacked or somehow destroyed, whereas on the blockchain, it's verifiable by multiple different sources, different computers, and it's decentralized. So it's actually a safer mode of or method of storing the data, and it's 100% verifiable.
Definitely, but I can tell you that there are a group of people that are not going to be happy, and it's notaries, because then you wouldn't need everything would be on chain. You wouldn't need a human to kind of verify a transaction.
Yes, I've had that thought, and I know someone who does. She owns a large national virtual notary company. I haven't dove too much into it. Then, like a lot of this stuff, we say it gets rid of the middleman, but really it evolves, and the middleman always finds a way to create a service layer. So whether it gets rid of notaries or it creates some other type of service verification layer that notaries evolve into, who knows? So where are you seeing most investors? Are you seeing them securitizing the individual asset, so fractionalizing an asset, or making tokens out of the individual asset, or tokenizing the security, the financial part of it?
Yeah, so in any case, you have to go through a legal entity. So what we're seeing is there are mainly two states that are in the forefront of the blockchain legislation in the U.S., and those are the states of Wyoming and Delaware. And the laws there say that you can represent the shares of a legal entity in a dematerialized form on the blockchain. So you're seeing like LLCs in those states being set up, and then they own properties.
And that's happened. Like that's going on.
Yeah, it's happened.
I've seen Florida has hit the radar where recently, I believe that, we've had properties sold, but it was basically the company.
Exactly. So it has to go through that legal entity. But again, if one day the deed can be directly represented by an NFT, then maybe we won't have to go through that anymore. But for now, you do. So you have that, and then the LLC is tokenized using security token standards, so on Ethereum or Polygon, for example, and fractionalized that way.
Love it.